Hi guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you saw my last pregnancy video, you'll know that I'm well into my third trimester, and I thought I would do a bit of an update of things that I found to be really useful throughout my pregnancy, and I'm going to divide it up into things that I found useful in trimester 1, 2 and 3. I'm surrounded by things on the floor and I'm just going to talk you through everything that I've got. So starting with trimester 1, and one of the very first things that I bought from Amazon is this little bath duck thermometer. I think I saw this first on Fleur de Force's channel, and I think she uses this with her baby, which is the beauty of it. You can use it on yourself throughout pregnancy just to make sure that your bath isn't too hot, and then with your baby. So the optimal temperature is body temperature, which is about 37.5 degrees C. If it gets too hot, then it flashes, and to make it work, you just double tap it. So I found this really useful, and I actually don't find that 37°C baths are cold. I think they just feel just right. So next up is decaf tea, and I've also got some decaf coffee in my kitchen. If you're pregnant, you're allowed around 200 milligrams of caffeine a day, which is the equivalent of around 3 cups of tea or 2 cups of coffee a day, depending on the strength. So yeah, I just invested. I really like Yorkshire tea. When it comes to Earl Grey, I love the Tesco Finest, that's really good. And the decaf coffee, I just go for whatever is on offer. Along the lines of food and drink, I also was eating every 2 hours, so I had to keep up my snacks. So one of my favourite snacks is the Trek Cocoa Coconut. This is just from Muscle Food, and I also love these Hippies chickpea puffs. So yeah, I always had snacks in. I was eating every 2 hours just to make sure that I didn't feel sick, and I was never actually sick as long as I kept eating every 2 hours. So moving on to supplements, and when we were trying to conceive, I actually bought the Pregnacare preconception tablets, which are safe throughout pregnancy as well. I bought the ones where it's one for men, one for women. Oliver didn't take the tablets, so that was a massive waste of money. But anyway, I then moved on to the Pregnacare Original when I actually found out that I was pregnant. These are great because, as well as vitamin D and folic acid, they contain loads of other vitamins and minerals. I won't go into them, but they're all on the back. Also on the supplement theme, from the word go really, on and off, I've taken omega-3 capsules. That's because I normally love my fish, but I haven't been eating as much fish as usual. I will be filming a full video about what fish you can and can't have, but pregnant ladies in general should be limiting their fish portions to around 2 a week. So yeah, I've just been taking these omega-3 fish oils. I did take them from Aldi or Lidl, someplace like that, and these are just from Boots. So moving on to a few products, I didn't actually get that many, but one thing that I did do is I did switch my cleaning products and washing up products and hand wash products to Method, just because they're slightly more natural. So yeah, I really like the look of the bottles and the smell of them as well, so that's something that I did. I just get mine from Tesco. And other products, so my neighbour kindly gave me this sleep mist. So I think this is lavender, but it's really nice. So a couple of spritzes on my pillow, so it just made me feel a bit extra special. And one thing that I noticed that hit me in the first and second trimester, because it was fairly warm or it was getting hot, is that I suffered with ankle swelling. It's been a bit better lately, but my mother-in-law actually bought me this. This is from Bloom and Blossom, and it's their revitalising leg and foot spray. It's nearly all gone, but that has been amazing. And then recently I got my hands on Bee Mama Refreshing Ankle and Leg Gel. That is really cooling, so if you're suffering with swelling of the ankles, or calves, then it's really common in pregnancy just because you've got more blood and fluid on board. Definitely check out these products. And last but not least, I got a book, and this is the book that I would recommend from the word go. It's How to Grow a Baby by Clemmy Hooper. She's also known as Mother and Daughters. I've also got some paperwork in here. It's really good because she talks you through what's happening week on week, and you get to find out some really interesting information basically. Other apps, I downloaded the Flow app, and I think that's really how we conceived so quickly, because I knew exactly when I was ovulating. So I used to follow that quite religiously every single week in trimesters 1 and 2. I haven't really gone in and looked at it, mainly because I'm looking at the books now, but other app suggestions, I will pop them down below. So moving on to trimester 2, so trimester 2, if you've seen my trimester 2 update video, you'll know that my energy levels came back. You're getting a little bit bigger, and my mother-in-law, again, she went and bought me my pregnancy pillows. So I've actually got 2 of them. So I've got this like cheese wedge one, and so this one, so I sleep on my left hand side because you're not meant to sleep on your back just because the weight of the fetus can press on the blood vessels in your back. So I trained myself, it took about a week, so my second trimester I trained myself to sleep on my left hand side. So I bob this one underneath on my right side, and then I use this curved wedge one here, if you can see it. I like snuggle with it, so I put my legs across it, and it's just really comfy, especially as your bump starts getting bigger. So yeah, so I've got a C pregnancy pillow and a wedge pregnancy pillow. The main change though in trimester 2 was the amount of products that I started using on my growing bump, because until I was, you know, 14, 15 weeks, I couldn't really see anything. My skin wasn't really being stretched. So every morning I apply a stretch mark cream. I've got a few different brands that I've been going between. So I quite like the Palmer's Stretch Marks lotion, and then if I'm feeling extra, like I want to nourish myself a bit more, I put this tummy butter on top. Who else have I got? So I've also got my Expert Midwife, which I'm going to be coming on to in a moment. This is an amazing brand developed by midwives. So yeah, so various creams. I think you can just use normal moisturiser, but then on an evening I've been using an oil because I don't really want to feel oily all day, but oil in the morning. So again, I've got one from Be Mama. I haven't actually tried this one yet, but the ones that I have tried are Kit and Kin. So this one smells amazing. One of the first ones that I started using, because it's a pretty, you know, it's one that everyone's heard of, is bio oil. So I always keep a little tub of this next to my bedside table. And I think that's it actually. I might have some more creams next to my bed because you get a lot of freebies. I should actually say that you should download the Emma's Diary app and the Bounty app, and you can download a little voucher and you can take it into either Boots or Asda and you get loads of freebies. So I think I got some more freebies there, but they're just a selection. And if you want to know more about stretch marks, I have actually written a full post on it, and I will link it down below. That's over on my Instagram, which is @mummynutrition. So another big change, and pardon the pun, was that I was getting bigger. So I actually invested in some bigger knickers and some bigger bras. The bras that I absolutely love are these. So these are from Lapel Lingerie. You can get them online. I think they also sell them on ASOS as well. I just prefer to go direct. These are just so nice. These are actually underwired, and again, I did pop some information on my Instagram stories about this. If your bra is well fitted, then you can wear underwire. However, when you start breastfeeding, then non-wire is recommended, and I've got a few examples down here. Knickers wise, I went to New Look. I got these from ASOS. These are just some nice like French knickers. So just in a bigger size than usual. So on the line of clothes, I did actually get some maternity clothing in my second trimester. So this is one thing that I'm wearing. This is from Jojo Mama Baby. I went to one of their VIP events where you can book onto. You get 15% off, you get a little goodie bag, and the pieces that I went for, so I'm wearing some leggings. I got a really nice, so this is a strappy top that I got, which is also a nursing top. And I got a really lovely cardigan. So this top then, everything that I got I wanted to wear during breastfeeding as well. So these poppers here come undone, and just like with the strappy top, it's got a little clip so you can breastfeed in it as well. Along the line of clothes, something else that my friend actually told me to get was the belly bump. So at first I used to use a hair bubble to secure the button of my trousers, and I used to loop it through, and then I moved on to the belly bump, which is here. This was from Cheeky Rascals. I think that was about £15. I then also got the belly band. Now these were £15 each, which, or maybe a bit more, which I think is really expensive, but they are good quality. In hindsight, I really wish I'd gone and tried that brand Mamalicious first. I tried the ASOS own brand and I wasn't as impressed, but these are really nice. So basically you put the belly belt on with your normal jeans and then slide this over the top, and there's just an example here, and I got one in white as well. The last thing in trimester 2 that I've got into is I've actually been to a couple of hypnobirthing classes, so I am listening to some soundtracks, and they're from the Catherine Greaves, and also the Positive Birth Company, so she's got free download. And the other book that I've been loving, and oh, I've nearly finished this actually, I've been reading this on holiday, is the Positive Birth book by Millie Hill, and I absolutely love this. It's crammed full of information, and I think the main thing that I take from it is just to feel empowered and make sure that you're making informed choices and decisions. So moving on to trimester 3, and these are things that I've brought to basically take me through. So first up is bras. So a lot of you have asked me for do I have any ideas of non-wire bras that are still quite sexy? So this is a really nice bralette. So most bralettes don't have wires in. This is just a halter neck that I got from ASOS, again in a slightly bigger size. And I also got my first nursing bra. So this is from Emma Jane, which loads of you have raved about. When I posted this on my Instagram stories, someone actually said that they've got 2 in each colour, so there's nude, white and black. The amazing thing though is that it takes you from a B to an E cup. So as long as you've got the right band, either 32, 34, 36, then it will fit you throughout. And again, it's got the little clasp that allows you to breastfeed. So yeah, I'm really happy with this purchase. So moving on to products, I am obviously still using my Stretch Mark cream, but something that I'm also going to be adding in is a nipple balm. So I didn't realise, but you can actually start using nipple balm up to a month before you give birth. So say that's around 36 weeks, I'm 30 weeks next week. I've got Be My Mum, and this is where I got the idea from actually. It says you can apply it the month before the baby is born, but this one you have to remove if you are breastfeeding, so just wipe off your nipple first. This one from my expert midwife you can actually leave on, which is quite good. And I popped a little bit of this on my lips yesterday and it was just really nice. So this reminds me of a thinner version of the Elizabeth Arden cream. So yeah, 2 really good products. Also from my expert midwife, I've got this Peri Prep Your Bit. So if you've never heard, so this is an oil. I've also heard that you can use things like olive oil or vegetable oil. You use it to basically help to soften and prepare your perineum, which is a little bit of skin down there between all the holes. It's got full instructions and I think this says that you're meant to start doing it from about 34 weeks. So you've got the instructions, bear with me. Yeah, so it says from 34 weeks and it helps to reduce the risk of tears and bruising and aids post-birth recovery. I've also got another hero product from my expert midwife that I've popped in my hospital bag, so if you want to see that, please do give this video a thumbs up. And last but not least, so one of the things that I'm starting to take is a probiotic. So I've got this one. This says for babies and children, but it is safe for pregnant and breastfeeding women, and apparently the good bacteria gets transferred to your baby. When I've looked into it, the one that helps reduce the risk of postnatal depression is actually their For Women blend. So I've actually asked to contact them just to speak a bit more about it. I've been speaking to Megan Rossi there about it. So yeah, so the actual bacteria to help reduce the chances of postnatal depression is in their For Women. I will put it down below the name of it. It's got a really long name that I can't pronounce. But yeah, so this is something that I'm taking as well. So that's it. So that's everything that has been helping me transition through from trimester 1, 2 and 3. I would love to know if you like any of these products or if you're getting these products, or if you found anything else interesting or useful, or if indeed I should invest because I've got another 10 weeks left, 10, 11 weeks, fingers crossed. Thank you so much for watching these videos and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye!